자기야, that was such a good meal. 기분 완전 좋아. What should we have for dessert?
Dessert?
Yeah, that dessert menu is amazing. 지금 다 시키고 싶은데 그냥 2개만 시켜야겠지? Ah, this is so exciting. Why? You think we should order more?
No, 자기야, your cardigan buttons are about to burst. You sure you want to order more?
어머. Are you saying you don't think I should order dessert?
I mean, don't you think you've been overeating the past few weeks? It can't be good for you, both for your health and it's not a good look.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you just said that to me. Wow. You know what? The fun fact is, that situation was inspired by a true story about Michelle's brother.
Wow. So what happened is at a dinner with Michelle's brother and his girlfriend, Michelle's sister and boyfriend, Michelle's brother commented on how his girlfriend's cardigan buttons were barely holding it together. Wow.
Michelle was like, can you imagine how awkward that was?
그니까.
But I mean, like, in front of your siblings, 괜찮지 않을까?
그런가?
Oh, I don't know. Depending on how close you
for
are.
his... Is she an ex or...
No, I think they're still dating, right?
Dating or married? Because from what I heard, Michelle's brother is pretty old now, so...
married 하겠다. 에이, married 하면 뭐 어때?
그니까,
그쵸.
I think they're married.
Or maybe if they're not married, I don't know. Sometimes I think couples, I think it depends on how close they are.
그니까.
Some girls will be like 그냥 쿨하게 뭐야 그래도 먹을 거야. But some will be like after the dinner, 자기야, 너 아까 나한테 왜 그래?
나 상처받을 것 같아.
Why are you doing this to me? Are you trying to embarrass me in front of people that
너무 슬프다. 와.
I think I'll be like very joking around about it.
그니까요. And anyways, guys, today's skit is somewhat related to the weekly verses we prepared today, which is...
Let's go! A. Date someone that is brutally honest.
Versus B. Someone that always beats around the bush. 팩폭 A인데 빙빙 돌려 말하는 A인. 여러분의 선택은?
Wow, this is interesting.
그니까요.
All right, what do you think? What do you prefer? Dating somebody who is brutally very, 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 very honest, or somebody that always beats around the bush?
Okay, I prefer A, but it depends on how, like, what style does this other person has in terms of conversation, you know what I mean?
Let's make it very extreme. The first one will be like very brutally honest in a way that they don't even care about how you feel.
Wow.
너 못생겼다 오늘. Or like, 뭐야 옷. 옷 진짜,
wow.
쓰레기 같아.
Wow, that's not nice.
No?
그러면 난 바로 안 되지. 우리 안 될 것 같다. 이러고.
Really?
근데 if it was in a more caring mood, like such as
Beat around
오늘 진짜 좀 여전히 괜찮지만 그렇지만 이런 거는 고쳐야 할 필요가 있을 것 같아. 라고 하면
B네.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
그거 B잖아 그럼.
Oh, is
Beat
it
around
B?
the bush잖아. 약간 자기 옷 오늘 조금.
If that's the case, then I don't really understand the difference actually. Like they're
really?
both being straightforward, right?
B는 beat around, not like 돌려서 자기 다른 옷 없나? Do you have not wear? Can you wear? Like, do you not have other clothes?
그것도
I
그렇다.
think you should also wear
Yeah,
other
then maybe
clothes.
I'm a B guy.
Oh really?
Maybe.
진짜 this is very interesting.
Yeah, under the circumstances of a relationship, you have to care for the other person's feeling. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like the most important thing
For
when
me,
it comes to relationship.
I'd rather have A.
Okay.
The reason why it's like B 진짜 답답할 것 같아. Like, hey, if you have anything in there, can you just spill it? 뭐 있으면 얘기해봐. 그냥 얘기해.
상황에 따라 다를 것 같아 내 생각에. 얘기해야 될 건 해야겠지. 근데 the things like Michelle's brother said, I would normally not tell it to the other person. 만약에 이게 진짜 문제라면 I'll tell her. 근데 이건 문제가 아니잖아 사실. It's just their appearance.
Very good. Now we already had debate because
Yeah?
this is what we are doing for Monday. We're trying to make your brain work. And actually, apparently, we collected some of the opinions here from the past 24 hours. Apparently, 77 people on Instagram actually voted for A.
Okay, and 23% of people voted for be.
Oh, interesting.
그러게요.
그쵸. So I don't know whether a lot of people prefer like very straightforward people,
네.
but think about it. It could be really very straightforward. Romy actually have a message here.
Oh, definitely A요. 근데 남자들은 왜 돌려서 예쁘게 말하면 못 알아듣고 팩트로 빵 말하면 삐지는 걸까요? 여자들은 착한 남자가 싫은 게 아니라 센스 없는 남자가 싫은 건데 말이죠.
Oh, Romy, I kind of agree with her. She's like saying it for guys. Why is it like whenever it's 팩트로 빡, if you say it in fact, they actually get angry, they get pissed off. But if you actually make it like beat around the bush, they don't get it.
그니까.
진짜
근데 like I said, I think it just depends on the tone and manner of your conversation skill. If you say it in a really nice way,
그쵸.
even though you say straightforward, then the other person won't get offended.
Oh my god, 반가운 이름 키아나 피디님.
Former PD님 Kiana Kim says, 인프피란 마상 입어요. She chose B over A.
Oh, really? Because of like 마음 상처.
네.
Oh, really?
그러게요.
진짜 now can I visit you very soon and see whether how you and your husband actually
그러게요.
beat the bush or not.
그러게. 근데 from what I saw last time, her husband seems like a very straightforward type of person.
서로 되게
Don't you
straightforward.
agree?
근데 they're straightforward in the type they're nice to each
그치,
other.
그니까.
But today's situation where it's trying to make it more extreme.
맞아요.
That's why.
슬프다.
Raul said it depends on the relation and the trust. Maybe I do that to my sister or friend, but never will say that to my girlfriend. So rude. No bueno. That's some other forms to say it. For example, can you exercise with me? Oh, really? Maybe that's why I'm still single. Anyway, everybody, keep sharing your thoughts about whether you choose A, which is dating someone who is brutally honest, or B, who is somebody who beats around the bush.
맞습니다. 여러분 떠오르시는 답변이 있으시다면 지금 바로 샵 1013으로 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자나 사진은 100원입니다. 많이 참여 부탁드리겠습니다.
We're gonna be back after a 4-minute song. This is 이름은 뭐예요? 쌤 전화번호 뭐예요?
This is very fun. My phone number? Why?
I'm just teasing you with this song. Ask me.
Okay. What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name, brother?
What's your name? My number. By the way, if you guys want to call me at 0277811013. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody will pick it up.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be us though.
진짜. Anyway, today we're asking you to choose between A and B to
네네.
kind of warm up your thoughts.
맞아요.
We have
A가
a-
백폭 애인 그리고 B가 빙빙 돌려 말하는 애인인데요.
Right, A is like brutally honest, dating someone who's brutally honest. B is like someone that beats around the bush. We have some answers here.
클라우드 K님이 저는 답답한 거는 못 참는 성격이라서 팩폭 날려주는 쪽이 좋아요. 하이파이브!
뭐야, 너 B잖아.
When did I say I was a B person? I'm definitely an A person.
너 팩폭이 맞다.
Thank you. Let's move on.
진짜 아까 he was like saying 형
왜?
형 핸드폰 아저씨 있습니까?
맞죠.
진짜 팩폭.
I mean, your phone case looks like 아저씨 type of phone
Right,
case.
because I'm using
the
맞아요.
card holding hard case.
맞아요, 여러분. 안 돼. 이거 지하철 탈 때 옆 사람 안 보이게끔, you know, they're trying to cover it. 그래서 이런 핸드 케이스 쓰거든요. 근데 인정 이거 아저씨 케이스 맞긴
Are you
맞아요.
the type of person who types with one finger? Looking at your phone like
이렇게, like I look at my phone with my eyes like
찡그리면서
이거 뭐야 글씨 왜 이렇게 작아? Like oh my goodness. No, okay. Used to say the only metaphor I like is on books and songs. For life, I prefer honesty. Being brutally honest is saying things as they are, but with respect.
Okay.
But we're talking about no respect here, just being brutally honest, you know?
Tetchy
So
says,
you guys have to choose.
Tetchy says?
If you're talking about a sensitive and unpleasant subject that you are not comfortable to talk about, it can make you feel uncomfortable. It doesn't mean you're not being honest. You just want to say things in a light and nice way.
Yeah,
Guys, you guys are thinking in between, okay? We are doing extreme opposites today. You're very straightforward and honest, brutally honest, or you actually just beat around the bush.
그러니까 don't we have more messages from our listeners
없는
though?
것
I'd like to see
같은데.
more extreme reactions.
Exactly. Guys, think about it. Let's say very simply, let's say you have a bad breath, okay? Would you prefer somebody to say,
너 입냄새나. 혹은
you have a
Or-
bad breath, or
혹시 오늘 칫솔을 바꿨니? 혹은 치약을 다른 걸 썼나 보구나.
아니.
평소랑 향기가 다르네.
자기야, 나 껌 있는데 먹을래?
와우.
자기야, 나 오늘 가글 샀는데 한번
그건
해볼까?
그래.
Like, do you wanna, like, if you have a bad friend, did you brush your teeth today? Versus something like, do you want some chewing gum?
그러게.
Do you wanna get some of my goggles?
근데 I prefer did you brush your teeth today?
그거는 A잖아.
그러니까 A가 더 좋아 난.
Really?
야.
Me? 그치.
야.
I would feel bad because if you know this person is trying to like make a hit around the bush, when you go home, you're gonna evil kick 할 거잖아.
아 그런가?
You're gonna kick the blanket like she meant to like have a
Yeah,
bad
but at
breath.
least you were being nice to me. I mean, not nice, but honest to me. Definitely not nice.
아, 진짜.
Oh, we got another message from
Miles actually say that it's better to speak directly and to the point. It's less time consuming. 그렇지. Anybody got time for that?
맞아요. 8729님께서 I choose A. B는 너무 고금고금해요.
I know 고구마. It's like sweet potato. Very 답답해. Oh man.
Oh, and he or she also added B는 영원히 모를 것 같아요.
그니까요. 우리 남자 그렇게 똑똑하지 않아요.
맞아요.
If you 돌려서 돌림판. Oh my god, 오랜만이다.
그건 그래요. 맞아요. 아니 그리고 one interesting fact about men is that 여성분들 남자들은 생각보다 그렇게 복잡하지 않습니다. 지금 뭔가 말수가 갑자기 적어지고 뭔가 suspicious한 행동을 하는 것 같아도 사실 속으로는 오늘 저녁 뭐 먹지 생각하고 있을 확률이 높아요.
맞아요. 나 생각보다 되게 짧은
단순해요.
남자예요. Right? 아 근데 얍삽한 남자도 많아요.
그러니까.
조일나24 say that being honest will help you build trust. I'd rather you tell me I'm wrong than sugarcoat it. Oh, yes, to me. I agree with this.
좋습니다.
Everybody, let us know what you feel if it's the extreme opposite. We're going to be right back to discuss more after a song by favorite. This is
Heart Signal.
all the hot boys and hot girls on video chat. You're listening to Kride on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas. I'm your lovely driver, Alexander.
Wow, that was a long introduction. And I'm your simple driver, Samuel. You can listen live with the TBS EFM application or catch our visual radio over on YouTube under the same name.
Right. I just feel happy because like Sam mentioned, perhaps spammers only come to shows that are like popular.
그니까.
So thanks for coming
Thank
here,
you so much for
spammers.
tuning in.
Yeah, I know we're so entertaining.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of our heated debate over A, dating someone that is brutally honest,
versus B.
someone that always beats around the bush.
팩폭 애인 vs 빙빙 돌려 말하는 애인. 어떤 게 여러분의 취향이신가요?
Right. So far, we have a few more actually answers here. Miles Divine Grace said, I choose A. You can be straightforward without hurting anybody. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. But the thing is, like today, we're doing an extreme case here
Yeah.
where we're so brutally honest. So we're just so honest that you might get hurt or somebody who just like beat around the bush. In Korea, we call it 고구마 because very 답답해.
그쵸.
You know when you eat sweet potato and you don't drink water, you get very suffocating and so dry and 답답해. That's the feeling when you see somebody talk and not express themselves well.
그쵸.
Yeah, we call it 고구마.
맞아.
Sunset님 also has an opinion here.
빙빙 돌려 말하다가 계속 못 알아들으면 헤어지는 건가요? 헤어지고 싶을 땐 빙빙 돌려 말하기. 각을 바꿨니? 칫솔 사줄까? 집에 우울한 일이 있니?
I gotta break up about we're talking about the bad breath thing. 그니까요. 만약에 답답하면 헤어지는 것도 돌려서 얘기한 거 아니에요? You want to break up and you just try to make a big round like I've thought about our relationship for a long time, and
I know a lot of. I know this main typical excuse that a guy come up with when he wants to break up with this woman. The main one, the best one is, I don't think you deserve me. I mean, you deserve better. Kind of stuff.
The typical breaking up은 네가 더 좋은 사람
그러니까,
만나야 될 거야.
You deserve better. And what's the next one?
It's not you, it's me.
Oh yeah.
너 아니고 나야.
맞아. 내
너 때문에
문제야.
아니고 내 문제야.
What's the third one?
뭐지?
하나 더 있는데?
더 좋은 사람 만나기 바래요.
Something like that.
이런 거 the typical one, right? Usually it's not your problem, it's my problem.
맞아.
소름 돋아. 진짜, oh my goodness, oh man.
Yeah, one more from 4245님이 저는 ENTP입니다. 이 사람이 나를 지켜보고 있었구나. 나를 챙겨주네. 이얼 하며 호감이 가네요.
So 4245 actually said, oh, ENTP is like when you see people actually care about you, trying to. So that means this person thinks B is okay, right? 돌려서.
Right. I mean, ENTPs are the ones that who usually enjoys very extreme conversations or debate
아,
with other
A도
people.
괜찮구나.
Yeah, 그래서
그래서 A는 괜찮구나.
맞아요. 그래서 A랑 하면 오히려 더 상대랑 같이 토론을 하는 거죠.
Okay, interesting. So I think it really depends on which MBTI you have. Some MBTI couldn't take things too straightforward, right?
그쵸.
They get really
Such as introvert ones. So I'm guessing it's more like
What was it?
INSF.
아니야. There is one which is a celebrity one. ENTP or something?
yeah.
ENF, something like
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
They are like very sensitive to like 지적 or whatever.
ESFP.
ESFP.
Yes, that's the one.
I used to be an entertainer.
Okay.
And then I changed to became what was that, the 정의로 whatever. Yeah, but I mean, usually if you're like that entertainer kind of MBTI, you get really sensitive to comments and critiques.
그니까 맞아.
And that's why celebrities are so sensitive.
그니까요.
But we have one last opinion here to perhaps make you think a little bit. Because we have been discussing about this. So actually being honest is not a bad thing. But have you ever thought about how good are you at being honest with yourself?
Being honest with yourself is a lifelong assignment for many of us because it requires self-awareness and even courage.
Right. It's not only challenging to make contact with your truth, but to take action based on what you feel about it.
Why should we want to be honest with ourselves? A research study published by Social Science and Medicine stated that individuals that prioritize honesty and integrity have healthier and longer lifespans. Plus, honesty with oneself is related to a greater sense of fulfillment. Pretty much common sense, right?
Okay, this is interesting. So, 더 솔직한 사람은 결국적으로 더 건강하고 더 오래 산다.
그러니까 맞아요. 왜냐면 이게 쌓이는 게 없잖아요.
Right? But I don't know. Sometimes I know that I'm a 단호박. I'm very straightforward. But sometimes I feel like I cross my line a lot of the time.
Okay.
So I must say I'm kind of more like selfish in terms of like I rather say things I want to say and I don't care what people think because I just rather be honest.
이게 맞는 거지.
근데 if you think about it, it's very selfish. Because it's for my own health, for my own
Sometimes the
comfort.
best way for you to care for others is be more selfish. I think.
Wow.
You're just being honest about your feeling, right? So that means you really care for this other person. You really want the other person to understand you more better.
그치.
그러니까.
근데 you could be honest but not rude.
그치?
Right? Then that would be fine.
I mean, you're not rude, so.
It's like, how to not be rude but be honest. Let's say, okay, you see somebody in front of you and who's really not good looking or ugly. How would you say?
I'll just laugh like this. I'll probably go, yo.
That's B. That's like beating around the bush. Like, what are you laughing
It's like
about?
extreme A case, I think. You don't even say, dude, you're ugly, but instead you start laughing and pointing your finger at this person.
그거는 아니야, 그건 B지. You're just laughing to indirectly indicate something.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
We're so mean. Anyway, here are general tips you can mull over if you're looking to work on yourself this spring. Stop putting off dreams and goals. I can always start tomorrow is a lie. Start it right now.
And next one, own up to your mistakes. Living an authentic life means taking responsibility for the good and the bad you do.
Right, and don't shrug off your feelings when they come. I mean, these are just hints for you to like try to be, more honest to yourself. So now, after we give you this kind of opinion about it's healthy to be honest, what do you still prefer to yourself?
A.
Really?
A very straightforward type of person I am. Yes, indeed.
You?
You?
I'll think about it a little bit more because maybe I'm a bit too straightforward. I don't know. We're going to listen to a song and we'll come out with our final verdict very soon. This is Sweet Sorrow with 간지럽게. Oh. All right, time's up for today's When Life Gives You Mondays. We've been asking everybody to choose between A, dating someone who is brutally honest versus B, someone that always beats around the bush.
맞아요. 직격탄 애인이냐 혹은 뺑뺑 돌려 말하는 애인이냐 여러분의 선택은 어떤 것인지 궁금했는데요.
Right, Raul said I totally agree. I'm kind of sensitive being an ESFP, but the thing is, if your comment is honest and frank, constructive criticism, I'll take it. If your comment makes sense and is from anger and hatred, just bye Papa.
Wow, I think this is like the wisest answer we got today.
근데 맞아요. There are people who actually give you like criticism based on either like trying to improve you or some people who are just trying to destroy you, right?
맞아.
So it really depends on what the underlying intention of the
맞아요.
criticism is.
Thanks for the wise answer, Raul. Next one from 9736님께서 돌려 말하는 애인이 좋아요. 지금 여자친구는 직격타로 말합니다. 배우 최우식 씨 머리 스타일을 하고 나갔더니 she said, 어머 그냥 무로징어네 라고 했어요. Wow, this is sad and
So-
very straightforward.
근데 I mean if you're 어렵다.
그러게.
최우식 머리 스타일 때문에 하고 if your girlfriend actually just look at you and say, "Oh my god, your hair is like such a squid," right? Oh, like a squid. Oh, 되게 like very 오징어. When you say people look like a squid or octopus, you look like ugly or whatever. By the way, PD는 was worried in case anybody was offended about say we laughing at people who are ugly. We're talking about couples here, and even
Yeah,
if
right.
anybody feel offended, don't worry, you're not ugly. Yeah.
True. We
I'm
are
try-
all good looking in
Right.
our own way.
I'm just
so.
trying to sugarcoat myself for for the radio, but yeah. So at the end today, we're asking everybody to choose between A and B. What do you think after listening to all these comments here?
Oh, definitely A.
A.
And I totally agree with Raul. As long as the conversation is constructive, and yeah, then why not?
I think I will choose A.
Over B.
B는 I will never know what's happening.
근데 in 9736님's case, when a girlfriend or boyfriend is too straightforward that like it might get like offended, 그러면 나는 좀 그러면 B일 것 같아. So I guess it depends on the situation.
근데 I like it because I rather
Yeah.
if my girlfriend just doesn't tell me about it and just say, it's okay next and I go on and afterwards I know that actually I was ugly, I will be upset like why didn't you tell me? You know?
Wow, really? What if
Right.
your girlfriend in the future like suddenly comes up to you and say you look like poop?
Of course she will be. I think she's gonna be like, oh, if she say you like pop, oh, so you love poop, huh?
Okay.
다다단 back to your face. 투피스님들은 선택하기 힘든데 굳이 선택하자면 A입니다.
오.
사귀는 동안에는 눈에 콩깍지가
껴서?
껴서 나쁜 말 팩폭은 안 해줄 것 같아요. That's so true. When you're dating somebody, you won't really say mean stuff, right?
근데 now I'm curious. What about the married couples though? Are they still being like very straightforward to each other or going very around the type?
결혼하신 분 알려주세요.
그러니까요.
원래 결혼하면 더 A 아닐까요?
그런가요? 결혼을 하고 났을 때 오히려 더 서로에게 스트레이트해지는지 아니면 더 존중을 하게 되는지 궁금합니다.
I think it's gonna be A, right?
그럴까요?
이미 결혼하고 after all this lovey-dovey 단계 다 지나고 너무 친한 볼 거 다 보니까 like why do you need to, right? You already like get over it. That's why 부모님 맨날 싸우는 이유가 너무 직설적이니까 서로.
하긴 그럴 수 있죠.
Right?
맞아요.
I think so. Let us know.
맞아요.
여기 유부남은 알려주세요. 결혼하고. 키아나 PD님도 듣고 계시면
그렇네요. 듣고 계시면 married life가 어떤지 궁금합니다.
I think it's gonna be A.
그럴 확률이 높을 것 같아 나도.
Right?
I agree.
Because a lot of time, a lot of women and men, they just get really straightforward to each other after many years.
그건 그래요.
네가
근데-
언제 밥했어? 네가 안 하잖아.
근데 how do they solve the tension though? If they let's say got into a fight or whatever by being too straightforward to each other. 그럼 어떻게 푸는지도 궁금해요. 그럴 때는.
그렇죠.
It's not like they have like separate home to go to, you know?
Let us know. 여러분, 우리는 아직 갔다 오지 않았어. 우리 결혼 안 했으니까.
그니까요.
Let us know how you guys are. Shop 1013 51 charge 101 for longer messages or for free on our YouTube.
아주 좋습니다, 여러분. 많이 보내주세요.
네, 결국은 for me and Sam, we chose A today. I think it's really good to be honest. As long as like Raul say you're not being constructively criticism, like, you know, like you're being like a good intention, not a bad one. Then I think it should be fine.
Me too.
Right? So everybody, please be honest with us from now on. Let us know anything about what you feel about the show, about us, our attitude, our face, our hair, about anything.
맞아요, 여러분. 말이 나온 김에 저희에게도 straightforward하게 말씀을
근데
부탁드리겠습니다.
I think our listeners are quite straightforward. They always
are?
팩폭 us. Like, why are you guys always wearing black? Why is your hair like that? 막 이런 거 많이 하잖아요.
Well,
our
actually,
listeners.
Elena, I believe she wrote in this morning. She said that I'm glad that Samuel started wearing all the bright color clothes nowadays.
Actually, I was surprised, guys. If
I
you
am
see Sam
surprised too, actually.
Right.
All I had in my closet was black clothes, but see, now I'm wearing jeans nowadays.
I know. Today, honestly, I was actually thinking, I was so bored. I was like, should I dress up like Sam today? 이렇게 생각했거든요. So, but at the end, I was so lazy. I just dressed up as myself.
What is it like to dress up like me, though?
The
Can you
tone,
elaborate?
the dark color, the very dandy kind of
You
feeling.
are wearing black today.
아니요, 근데 mine is like sporty, lazy mode. I'm more like the Heejun style right now. Right, but Sam style, I'll try to wear this maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's so cold. Let me think about it. Anyway, guys, share with us more. Shop 151 chart on roll for longer messages. We're going to be right back after song.
This is Crush with 내 편이 되죠.
All right, we're back. And earlier we were asking people about married couples. We're so curious about are they being like really brutally honest with each other? We have an answer from Lynn W here actually saying that married couples are even more straightforward with each other. Communication is most important in marriage. You must be honest with each other. Otherwise, you cannot live with each other for long.
그러게요.
Oh, that's a very tricky part, right?
And I'm guessing today's like question that we gave out to our listeners, it seems like it intrigued a lot of people's interest. Like we're getting married. I mean, we're getting messages from.
We're getting married?
No. Messages from the listeners who we usually didn't see.
Exactly, Lynn. Welcome to the show.
맞아요. 4011님도 저희 신랑은 결혼 전에는 돌려서 말하다가 지금은 직설적으로 바뀌었습니다.
Wow.
가끔 섭섭할 때도 있지만 바로 고칠 수 있어서 무지무지 좋네요.
Oh, so before getting married, the husband was more like beating around the bush. But after married for some time, now he's very straightforward. And sometimes she actually gets a little, 마상.
감사합니다.
김화정님 선생 결혼 25년 차입니다. 3년 차에는 싸우거나 참거나 했고 그 후 20년 정도는 아이들한테 잔소리 하느라 잊고 살다가 23년 차부터 no touch or comeback 제2의 신혼 PS 서로 화나지 않게 잘 조절하는 노하우를 잘 알아요.
Okay, this is a new listener called Kim Ha-jung-nim. She's been married for 25 years and until the first 3 years were good, but the next 20 years she was like so focused on raising her child, and after that they got back to the first phase of like dating?
Right, the very first phase. Back to the honeymoon period, I guess.
그러게요.
Oh, this is interesting. So you have to know how to actually control this.
이야,
그러겠다, 진짜.
현명한 메시지 너무 감사합니다.
진짜 애 키우니까 you don't have time to argue. I guess.
그니까요. Another one from our regular listener, Elena says,
Elena Bellin said, Monday is truly meaningful for me because today is my husband's birthday.
Ooh.
May I request It's You by Henry Lau for my hubby and son Daniel, whose birthday was March 16. Oh, happy belated birthday to your son and also happy birthday to your husband.
Happy birthday to you!
Right, enjoy your time with your husband.
Yeah.
And we're going to be right back after this song for you. This is for Elena Henry with It's You.